You cannot take a charge. It's an automatic block. That's why they put it there, because that's %. But here in the second quarter, they've been missing shots. Now here's Chris Paul.
And then he needs help. And he got big-time help in game 1.
A big change for OKC. Lou Dort. One of the fun. Eric Gordon gets to the rim and finishes. Steven Adams, can he make them pay? Out beyond the three-point mark, although Tucker now inside the arc. And another three-pointer. James Harden hits a three.
And right now, the Rockets leading it by 1.
Alexander, a little fake. Well defended by Gordon. Pull-back jumper's good. It on Harden, who blows by him. Kicks it out. Wide open Tucker. That's good.
They're always the right read. Draw the defender. Force them to help, and when you do,
it's 10. And his jumper is good.
Now is keeping his team in this playoff experience. Mike?
Thank you, Cassidy. Jeff
Green comes in off the bench. First play goes right to the basket. For
just the other day, after Jamal Murray and Donovan Mitchell had a battle as Chris Paul.
And it's a three-point Rockets lead. And it's a three-point Rockets lead. On the drive to the basket.
All waiting for him. Into the corner, PJ gives it right back to McLemore.
Here's the pitch and the catch right there. Then McLemore going to the corner.
Now number 17. He's the first man off the bench usually, and Schroeder back out on James. James going to his left. Can't stop it. Back out on James. James going to his left. Can't sit on that side. You're dead. Boston, he broke his ankles. And over to McLemore for a three. Austin Rivers, deep. Got it. And a missed layup. Chris gets it back. He never misses those mid-range shots. On court, Baisley with the save. Goes right back down the baseline. And that was a great gone against some of the best. Schroeder thought about a three. Goes right back down to the big guy. Schroeder will shoot the three and got it. House gives it right back to Rivers. And Rivers fires up the three and hits it front row. Who was he yelling at?
I don't know. He was yelling at maybe the team officials that are horrific hands. Deflections and steals.
Austin with the backup. Got it.
Take a look at Austin coming down on Baisley. The jab step back, knock it down. The cover.
Gordon gets it back out to the hot hand. Rivers right through the middle.
Look at the bench. They love it. This is what I like about the bubble.
House. Chris dribbles, fires, hits.
Yeah, he's not going to.
Eric Gordon on the drive all the way to the bucket for a muscle.
Here's Eric Gordon. Watch how he uses those big shoulders to create space. Noel.
Now Schroeder trying to beat Harden off the dribble, and he does.
Schroeder just not enough, because Schroeder is so quick with that left hand, and then
James gets a step, puts it up and out.
You cannot take a charge. It's an automatic block.
That's why they put it there, because that's backdoor. Gallinari pushes House behind the three-point line. And Schroeder all the way to the bucket. Behind the three-point line. And Schroeder all the way to the bucket. At 14 seconds, 22 left in the quarter, and Chris Paul.
Paint. So look at all the white jerseys that are looking at James every time he has the ball.
PJ Tucker, players in the league. Back to PJ. He's the only one hitting right now.
Looking right at James.
House, that's what you got to do. Billy Donovan now is going to call a timeout. Dort. And they're going to call a block. Look at the legs on that kid.
Well, that's why, when he was activated.
Back to inside that paint. Rockets get the turnover. Eric Gordon puts it up and in. Or who gives it up to James. James into Covington for two.
You need to get out in transition. Get easy baskets. Three guys guarding James Harden.
Shot from the outside.
They're just overloading the side that James Harden is on with the ball.
And
they're just overloading the side that James Harden is on with the ball.
And it's broken as OCU with 3 threes in a row. Green all the way to the basket.
So that really helped him get up to speed.
And good deflection. Great play. Green with the basket. Beautiful. Harden has 8. And Chris says, let me heat up now. This is back to Green. Got it. 3. Right, Eric Gordon. Back outside to Daniel House. And he hit. Couldn't get in there, won't go. And it's tipped over to House. House lays it up and in. Eric Gordon to the basket, lays it up and in. Eric Gordon.
Cheering these guys on.
And House gives it back to Green. Green for James, but it looks like the Rockets without him have picked up the tempo, Matt.
Yeah, for sure.
Harden gives it back to Green, who is wide open, and he hits again.
In the NBA, you got to let it fly, but that is a beautiful behind-the-back pass.
That's not it. OKC puts it up, Schroeder. James takes it to the basket for 2. He's so picked up at the basket. That leaves Chris open. He'll drive, lays it up and in. I like this shot right here. You're right on top of it in your living room. Went for a flop.
Bro, but you didn't have to spend the $1,500 for the seat.
Yep, left to play. James over Schroeder. Yes. Left to play. James over Schroeder. Yes. Eric in the corner. PJ. Cold-blooded. And the play. And folks, your Houston Rockets are going to win the first up and in, and he's fouled on the play. 111-96.
That says a lot as well. So the Rockets really buying in. This chemistry on the Rockets team is really a team win for sure. I think what we're seeing from the Rockets.
Harden, 19 for House, 14 Tucker.